Deep in the folds of the Appalachian Mountains, past where the paved roads forget themselves and the fog drapes over the hills like a quilt, there's a place called Laurel Hollow. Folks say the town isn't on any map worth finding, and that's on purpose. The people who live there keep to themselves. They live slow, plant by the signs, and never hang their laundry out on Sundays. But if you ask anyone who stayed more than a week, they'll tell you the same thing. The mountains talk. You just have to listen. It started one October when Claire Delaney, a wildlife biologist from Knoxville, came to Laurel Hollow to study bobcat migration. She rented a small log cabin from a woman named Miss Cora, who smelled like lavender and pipe smoke and spoke in riddles. "You mind the woods after dark," Miss Cora warned. "They don't take kindly to strangers walking where they ain't invited." Claire thought it was superstition. She'd heard tales of haints and holler witches all her life, but figured it was just the kind of folklore mountain towns kept alive like sourdough starters. That night she hiked a trail near her cabin, camera in hand, when she heard something strange. Whistling. Not birdsong, not wind. A slow, deliberate whistle, like someone calling a dog or a child. She stopped. The whistle stopped. She moved. It came again, closer. Claire turned on her flashlight, heart rattling in her chest. "Hello?" she called out. "Is someone there?" Nothing. Just the trees, tall and indifferent. But the next morning, she found something odd. Her camera had taken pictures all night, though she hadn't set the motion detector. The photos were of the forest, yes, but one frame was different. In it stood a figure, just on the edge of the clearing. Barefoot, pale, eyes wide like an animal caught in a snare. Claire packed her gear and drove straight to Miss Cora. The old woman didn't ask to see the photo. She just poured Claire a cup of chicory coffee and said, "You heard the whistler." "The what?" "Old spirit of the mountains. Some say it was a child lost in the woods. Others say it's something older. The land itself trying to keep people from digging too deep. It calls with a whistle. If you follow it, you don't come back the same. If you come back at all." Claire didn't believe it. Not really. But that night she stayed inside. She locked the doors. She even covered her mirrors, just like Miss Cora told her. But the whistling came anyway, right outside the window. 3 long notes, then silence. She never opened the door. Not that night. But the next morning, her boots were covered in mud. And her camera? It showed a dozen photos taken between 2 and 3 a.m., all of them looking into the cabin. Claire left Laurel Hollow the next day. But sometimes, when she's alone in her apartment back in Knoxville, the wind whistles through the cracks in the window. 3 long notes, and silence. Yeah, they say the mountains remember, and if you listen too long, they listen back.